No one saw Vegas the right way. I had a client come into town. I want to move to Vegas, but I said, what's stopping you? They go, man, the food here sucks. I said, what? What are you talking about? The food here sucks. If your measurement stick of honesty is negativity, brother, they'll pay me to be negative too. I've been homeless. I've been poor. I've been destitute. My wife covering my bills my whole first year of real estate. I've been humbled. I do have to be very cognizant of what I say. I stopped using the word best in real estate and food because I realized people are very easily influenced.
What's up, risk takers? Welcome back to the Double Down Podcast. I'm your host, DeAndre Woodson. And if you're ready to stop playing small and start building the empire that you were meant for, you're in exactly the right place. Before we dive into today's game-changing episode, do me a quick favor. If you're listening on audio right now, smash that follow button and leave a 5-star rating. It literally takes 3 seconds. And if you're watching on YouTube, hit subscribe and ring that notification bell so you never miss the strategies that can change your entire life. Today, we're talking about the power of social media. And I promise you, this isn't your typical podcast. Today, we have the pleasure of chatting with Brandon Johnson, aka Brandonfromvegas. Not only is he one of the top realtors in Las Vegas, but he also boasts an impressive social media influence with over 400,000 followers on TikTok. Brandon has become a go-to voice for Las Vegas real estate and lifestyle. So buckle up and lock in because we're about to double down on your success. Welcome to the podcast, man.
Damn, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Matter of fact, I need to steal that. We got a website we're launching, and I need a header, and I think that's better than what I wrote.
I got you. Hey, dude, but while we're even on this topic of giving you your flowers, I want to make sure the audience truly knows, like, you're a pioneer in this space. And if you don't mind, I want to go into a little bit more highlights. Top influencers in Las Vegas closed already 117 deals in 2025 already. Also, we're ranked number 1 in top 10 volume for first quarter. Also number 1 in top 10 sides in 2024 by HomeSmart Encore. You're the real deal, brother.
Damn, when you say it like that, yeah, I'm awesome, man. I can get deep in my head sometimes, but like hearing you read the stats off, it sounds like I'm pretty great at this.
No, and I think that's why today's episode is going to be magic for the people and for the audience. I hope that they truly do lock in and understand, like, your journey to me is the exact reason that I pretty much wanted to do the podcast, because I want people to have an understanding that there is more than the normal 9 to 5, right? You can become a business owner, you can be an entrepreneur, you can do your own thing.
Yeah.
But what you've done, in homage to the episode of the podcast, you've doubled down on your 9 to 5 by using your influence.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. And I don't think people truly understand, because you didn't just go viral and dip out on real estate. You now are the face of Las Vegas real estate and to the other 49 states in the U.S.
Yeah, it's weird when you say it like that, but I've turned my 9 to 5 into a 9 to 9, basically, right? That's what's the running joke? Like, everybody quits their 9 to 5 thinking they're going to work less, and then we end up working, 100%, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like, my goal was to always, no one saw Vegas the right way. No one saw Vegas the right way. And my tipping point was like, I had a client come into town, right? And they're like, man, I want to move to Vegas, but I said, what's stopping you? They go, man, the food here sucks. I said, what? What are you talking about? The food here sucks. And they're like, no, I've been to Gordon Ramsay. And I said, oh my God, I realized how many people come here and never actually saw Vegas.
Right.
They saw the Strip, but they didn't realize the Strip ain't Vegas,
right.
And now when you say I'm the face of Vegas real estate, I don't even see it that way. I'm not trying to be like humble or anything like that. I genuinely don't see it that way. Like, I think there's other realtors who post more houses than me. I think there's other realtors who do nicer houses than me. I mean, have you seen my production? There's realtors who do like real, like your quality production on houses.
Sure.
And at the end of that, like, I'm still going out there with my little camera,
Yeah.
when you're in Vegas, right?
Yeah.
So I don't see it that way. So it's weird hearing that from your perspective of how you view it.
I mean, I see what you're talking about, but numbers don't lie, brother. 117, and we're still in the calendar. We literally just got to Q4.
Yeah.
Like, that's incredible.
Yeah. And I could be doing more, which is the worst part.
Okay.
That's the, like, most people don't want to say that, but I could be doing more.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
It's just, when you start to work for yourself,
Mm,
you have to draw a line of like what success means to you.
okay. Speak
You
on
know,
that. Yeah.
like I have a life now where like after this, I can take my wife and pick up the kid from school and have lunch with them and not be stressing about, oh, I got to do this. Oh, I got to get this. I got to get that. Right. And to me, like that's success.
Right.
There's agents I work with who make more money than me,
Mhm.
but they also have to be 100% all the time on job. And I can't imagine life like that.
No, not at all. That is literally, I think, the same viewpoint of success that we want inherently as men. You know what I mean? Be the provider and allow ourselves to. I mean, it might suck to say, but I don't want another man to tell me when I can go home, when I can't, when I can
Facts.
provide for my wife, what I can, and
Facts.
take vacation.
Facts.
So you've been able to tackle that and understand and make success work for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's different for everyone, like you said. But there's also another thing that you've done, and you might not look at it through your lens, right? Because you say you could be going harder, right? But to be able to sell and close the amount of houses that you do with what you say is low production, that is just because you choose to do it, because you also have a different perspective and a viewpoint. You're not out there selling flashy lifestyle, right? When you're making your photos or when you're doing your reels, you're also not really, your potential clients aren't the $2 million, $4 million, $5 million houses. You market to the real world.
Yeah.
It's very intentional there.
Yeah. The average person in Vegas can't afford $1 million home. They just can't.
Yeah.
That's not realistic.
Right.
Right. Would I make more money selling those homes? Sure. But again, there's got to be a counterbalance. Like I care about this city and I want to show them homes that I don't want to show them cheap homes, but I also don't want to show them luxury. I want to show them homes that say, if you are willing to work this hard, this is out here for you, right? It's like a good balance.
Right.
It's like, to me, it's like a house that like, to me, $600,000 for a house.
Yeah.
What $600,000 means for a house is that you and your partner, spouse, whatever you're supposed to call it nowadays, you both make around 60 to 70,000 a year, right?
Doable.
You can't do it alone though.
Right.
And that's one of the big things I preach. As men, we have to accept that like if we're trying to buy houses single or alone, we're defeating the whole purpose of buying a house.
Absolutely.
Buy a condo.
Right.
You want to be alone, be a single dude, buy a high rise at the Jewel, $250,000. You can all these influencers be fake. And by the way, I'm gonna shout them out. All these influencers fake it. Oh, I got a Vegas high rise. It's like, bro, no, you have a cheap condo at the Jewel with a strip view, but you're paying a $900 HOA for that shit, right?
100%.
So if you want to be a single dude flashy, go buy one of them cheap high rises and throw your money away, right? But if you're trying to buy a house, what I'm trying to show you is a house that you can afford if you take life in a different direction, you know?
Yeah.
Not as a single person, but, you know, as someone trying to build something bigger.
Absolutely. No, I love it. It is very on brand for you. That is your brand. You've doubled down on it. You've stayed in your lane. And I think that the city honestly is better for it. You know what I mean? Because you are teaching people, like you just said, teaching men, like it is okay to start a family. It is okay to make an impact on things that actually matter, where your best friend who doesn't desire the same things as you, he's going to influence you in the wrong way. You know what I mean? So yeah, your brand is very different, but it's appealing to the masses because you have, and I say this with all respect, and I know you're very humble about it, but people fly in to look at homes with you.
Yeah.
Have no idea. They just know, I want to move to Vegas. You're the guy I'm reaching out to.
Yeah. The first person who ever told me that blew my mind because, again, my wife is here and she can attest to this. For 3 years, I did not know how popular my channel was. And I'm not, again, no one watching this ever believes me, but I'm dead ass serious. I did not know until a restaurant, and I won't say the one, but I found out how much money they made off my videos. And I was like, wait, what? People are actually like showing up because I'm eating food. And then people would call me and go look at a house. And I'd be like, oh, what made you want to look at this $800,000 next gen? Oh, I saw your video.
Yeah.
I said, so you weren't thinking about this before? And they're like, no. And I'm like, I really influenced you into buying this house. I'm kind of uncomfortable now, right? Because like, I want to make sure this is the best decision for you. Like, I know it puts money in my pocket, which I'm happy about. I know my wife's happy about, but I don't know if this is the best decision for you or if I'm just some guy. Like, I'm always scared, honestly. And no influencers ever talk about this, but it's scary.
Are you ready to turn your dreams into a reality? At Deviant Consultations, we're here to guide you, complete white glove service every step of the way. Whether you're starting your credit repair journey or you're looking to get business funding, we've got your back. Go ahead and screenshot or click the QR code below and schedule your discovery call with the team. Let's make your dreams come true together.
Like, am I putting you in the right house for you, or is this just fun? Are you just buying it because you want to be a part of the social media thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, I have to be very particular about what I say and what I promote, because at the end of the day, there's a lot of people who will just buy something because they saw it on social media. And no one talks about the challenges of trying to be a morally upstanding person while also running a business through social media.
Yeah. Does that have onto the work that you actually do put out there?
I could make a lot more money.
Wow.
If I didn't have Temu hits me up all the time.
Really?
Yeah. Luxury. I get hit up, dude. Again, I'm not going to say any names, but I get luxury apartments that reach out to me. We'll pay you 10 grand.
Wow.
Come promote our luxury apartments. Come tell people about our luxury apartments. Come tell people to move in here. And I tell them, I don't support that.
Wow.
Like, I don't support people paying $2,400 a month and trapping themselves in permanent renter hell. Like, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like, with social media, if you're willing to go full Kardashian, if you're willing to just sell anything at any time for the top dollar, like, dude, there's a lot of money out there.
Yeah.
There is. But like we were talking about before the cameras went on, at a certain point, somebody has to stand up and say, you know what? The money ain't worth it. I'd rather just do a good job.
I think I've literally heard you say, like, you can't be bought.
No.
With that being said, and offers come at you to do promotions for houses, does that segue, or is it the exact same mentality that you have in food review and content?
Yeah. One of the great ironies of social media is that we preach diversity, but no one ever reaches out to me for diversity. They reach out to me for the best. What's the best? What's the best? What's the best? Right? They want this omnipresent idea of this is the best thing, right? And because of that, it leads to people thinking that a lot of what we do is fraudulent. Because if I say, this is the best Mexican restaurant, what I'm saying is it's the best Mexican restaurant I've been to. Right. You might show up and you might think it's just okay, right? I didn't lie to you. I didn't lie to you. I'm telling you this was the best. But unfortunately, those sort of subtleties, those sorts of like decontextualization, people take everything out of context on social media. No one wants the context of best to me. They just want this universal best.
Gotcha.
So I do have to be very cognizant of what I say. I've actually stopped using the word best in real estate and food. I'll no longer ever say this is the best area. I'll no longer ever say this is the best whatever. What I say is this is my favorite. This is what I think is the highest tier. Okay. But I've stopped best.
Gotcha.
Because I realize people are, and this sounds so bad, people are very easily influenced. Very easily influenced. Did you see the Erewhon scam yesterday?
I did.
Did you see that?
I did.
Did it make you, how did you feel? What were, like, just first gut feeling when you saw people in Vegas excited for Erewhon?
It didn't surprise me.
No?
No, not at all. Because of the way that the whole world moves. When we get something new, and this, I'm glad that we're talking about it. Like, what's the local place that's like Top Golf?
Oh, Atomic Golf.
Atomic Golf. When we got that, it was celebrities being flown out. It was the influencers from Las Vegas coming out for like the first 2 or 3 days. And I was there. I brought my family out there. And how many of those people have been back now?
I haven't.
There we go. It is we're very clickbait. We're very photogenic generation. So would getting an Erewhon in here make Summerlin more poppin'? Absolutely. Is it going to be more presence on the internet? Absolutely. I mean, it's just the way that we work.
Sure. But it's like, I always, and maybe it's just me, but I've always envisioned Las Vegas as this like rebel state,
Okay, I got
right?
you. Yeah.
Like, I always see Las Vegas as rebels. We're literally the UNLV running rebels.
Right.
And people think about this. Vegas doesn't really have any celebrities.
Mm.
Honestly, I mean that. Name a Vegas celebrity. Like, we don't fuck with Carrot Top. Like, am I allowed to say?
Yeah, you can say whatever you want.
We don't fuck with Carrot Top like
yeah,
that.
Yeah, you're right.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, I think Siegfried and Roy were the last like Vegas celebrities that we kind of got down with. Everybody else is just, we know that like the LA Hollywood thing is just temporary.
Right.
So we never really grafted that way. We never sort of like got interested. But I saw how many like, and don't get me wrong, most of the people interested in Erewhon were like influencers, but it just caught me off guard. It shocked me.
Okay.
What you mentioned was can't be bought. And I think now more than ever, and the reason I made that story is because it's important for people to hear these things. Most people can't be bought. And I get it, because most people have never been dead ass broke before.
Ooh, it's powerful.
Right?
Yeah.
The best people I know were all broke and aren't now. And I think it's important because if you can be purchased, if I could, one of the big things is, oh, well, Brandon, they'll pay you money to say it's good. And I say, man, they'll pay me money to say it's bad, homie. Subway will pay me $5,000 to say Porter Sub sucks, right?
Yeah.
So if your measurement stick of honesty is negativity, brother, they'll pay me to be negative too, right? So you can't, like, that's not a good measurement. I think a good measurement is people who can't be bought. People who, no matter what you offer me, I'll never say something good. Like, for instance, Gordon Ramsay. You ever been to Gordon Ramsay?
I have.
I think it sucks. I say it in every video. I think this place sucks.
Yeah.
I've had managers reach out. I've had people who work there reach out. Nothing they can say will change my mind, right? Because if you don't stand for something, what's that? You'll fall for anything.
Right.
My mom taught me that when I was real young.
Yeah.
And I've been homeless. I've been poor. I've been destitute. My wife was covering my bills my whole first year of real estate, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've been humbled. I know if I go broke, I'll make it back again at this point, you know?
Yeah.
So like, it's hard to believe in, but people have to believe it, if that makes sense.
No, it makes sense. So when you say you can't be bought, so does that mean the only real perk of you now, because you are a celebrity, an influencer of food critic, right? Of Vegas or lifestyle, right? I wouldn't say like Vegas Starfish is kind of more.
Oh, she's a celebrity to me.
Yeah, she's
a celebrity to me.
She influences kind of everything, like the whole incubator of Vegas.
People can hate
it.
Look, it's popular to hate on popular things.
Yeah.
And she's the most popular thing.
For sure.
That woman brings more business to local restaurants in local Vegas than I could ever dream of. And she's a celebrity.
Yeah.
I tell people, I'm an asshole from Vegas, right? I'm an asshole from Vegas. For some reason, people like seeing me on their screens. But that's a real celebrity.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because like, if I go post at Caesar's Palace, people aren't going to fly in to go to Caesar's Palace. But when she posts at Caesar's Palace, they're booked, right? Like, she does real numbers.
Yeah, 100%.
You know?
Yeah.
But it's her job. And I think that's the big distinction that I always try to make. People always want me to shit on other influencers, and I won't do it.
Yeah.
Because that's their job. Her job is influencer. Her job is marketing. That's what she does, and she's the best at it.
100%.
My job is realtor,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
If I show you dinner in Summerlin, it's because I want you to buy this house that I'm selling in Summerlin,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's the reason I show Henderson. I sell a lot of Henderson. And people need to understand there's two different categories. The problem is when people see me online, when you watch videos, do you see more of my food videos or my housing videos?
I personally see your house videos.
You see my housing videos. So in your eyes, I'm a realtor.
Yeah.
There's people out there who have never seen one housing video from me.
I'll be able to touch on that because I told my friends in California today. I was like, hey, you guys, guess what? I was like, pray for me. I'm going to sit down with Brandon from Vegas. And they were like, dude, he tells me all the spots that I'm going to go to when we come for the bachelor party. And I'm like, oh, okay. That's all you know him for.
That's all I know him for.
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
Yeah.
So it's one of the hardest things to get across to people because have you figured out that social media is just TV? We're just doing reality TV and short clips.
I wanted to talk to you about that today.
Here, lead it in. I won't jump the gun then.
Okay. So I know obviously you do more things. You have the other podcast with Bill Gaylord because and I don't want to gloss over this. You do educate the masses on real estate, and I think that gets overlooked as well.
It does.
We were gonna get there, but we'll get back to it.
Okay.
You also do the Dad Pod with Jeff Fargo, and on this platform, you guys touch more gray areas. And I wanted to talk to you about it because, again, you can't be bought, but you also have like this weird thing to me where I don't think like you're afraid of being canceled. No. But how do those coincide? Because you make a living off of being the influence to the rest of America to get people to come to Vegas. Mm-hmm. And how are you so confident and comfortable with teetering the line of, you can cancel me. I don't care. I'm going to say what I want to say with my boy on the Dad Pod. Shout out.
Yeah.
And but it's the driving force. It's where you make your revenue.
Because I don't see myself as an influencer, right? The Dad Pod is me de-influencing myself. When I teach my classes, I have a rule. If I'm teaching you about the interest rates, I have to teach you about the pros and the cons.
Right.
If I'm teaching you about a loan, I have to teach you about the pros or the cons. If I only teach you about the cons, I'm trying to scare you away.
Right.
If I only teach you about the pros, I'm trying to sell you, right? If the only thing you ever see of me online is Brandon doing charity, Brandon doing food videos, I'm just selling myself, right? I created the Dad Pod because I want to say something that you don't like. I don't care who you are. I want to say something you don't like and see how you feel about me after that.
Interesting.
I don't want followers. I hate the term followers. I always have. I like believers, right?
Okay.
If I can say something you passionately disagree with, but we can still hang out and grab lunch together, great.
Yeah.
Great.
We became best friends.
Then we're best friends.
Yeah.
Right?
Right. Because
you believe in me. Even if I say something you disagree with, you're still rocking with me. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it the one thing that you said that I disagree with is that I can be confident? I'm not confident at all. Every time we drop a Dad Pod clip, I'm terrified.
Really?
Well, yeah, because I may not care about money, but my family still needs to eat. And every time I drop a clip, I lose business. Every time I drop a clip, I lose business because I'm going to say something to somebody. And in this modern world, there's people who will follow you for 3 years, but you say one thing they don't like and they're gone. And that's a potential buyer that I've just lost.
Okay. So you're saying that like retrospectively, it's not 100% certain.
No, it is. I have people mess me all the time. I have clients I was looking at houses with who have dropped me.
Because of something that you said on the Dad Pod.
But if you're not willing to lose money for what you believe in, you don't actually believe in it.
Respect that.
Right? Because then you can be bought.
Right.
Then you can be bought. My hero is Dave Chappelle. Right?
Absolutely.
Because no black man in the history of the universe has turned down $50 million.
Nope.
That's enough money to buy presidents. That's enough money to buy politicians. That's enough money to buy really important people.
Right.
Right? And he turned it down because he wouldn't do the shuck and jive routine for America.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, that's always been my biggest inspiration. Right? He purposely, again, I don't want to get your podcast in trouble,
You're good.
but Dave Chappelle tells trans jokes on purpose.
Yep.
Because he said, what group do people get easiest offended by?
Right.
I'm going to pick that and just stick to it.
100%.
Because it's either I'm funny or I'm not. Right? Either I'm funny or I'm not. And if I'm funny, then laugh at the joke. Laugh at the joke.
Right.
And if I'm not, then I'm not.
Yeah.
And that's why I do the Dad Pod. Either you like me or you don't. Right? But I'm not going to let you like the pretend version of me.
Okay.
I'm not going to let you like the pretend version of me. Brandon from Vegas is a character. He's a TV actor. He's just giving you what you want. I don't post salads because you guys don't like salads, right? Do I eat salads? Yeah, I got to stay healthy. I'm trying to lose weight, but y'all don't want to see that part,
Yeah.
right? So a part of me has to be genuine. It can't always just be a character.
I like it. I respect it. Can I say, though, on the other swinging side of the pendulum, has it brought you business?
Yeah. But then look, I disappoint those people too. Because they think I'm some like, everyone's looking for their black Republican savior, right?
Okay.
And I have to remind these people like, hey, I'm at my core, I'm just a moderate Democrat. Like at the very core, I'm not the hero that you think I am, because I still believe in like giving to social programs and helping the needy, and like I'm very anti-corporation.
Yeah.
So like I'm not the hero that I'm a disappointment to everyone.
There we go.
Basically.
Right.
So yeah, it gets me business, but those same people turn on me the same way the other people do, right?
Yeah.
And that's okay.
I got you.
That's okay.
Yeah.
If you're not, you had somebody on this podcast recently, a guy named Poi.
Yeah.
That's my guy, right?
Absolutely.
And it's funny, we had a conversation because I check out every podcast. Well, my wife does. She's my protector,
There
right?
we go.
And so we were talking to Poi about the podcast and how it went, and he had nothing but high praises for you guys, right?
Appreciate it.
And Poi was like, are you going to talk about anything? I said, anything they want to talk about,
Yeah.
right?
I appreciate that.
Whoa, I appreciate you, right? You're giving people a platform. But I have this weird idea of how businesses should run. I don't believe in the modern like public relationsification of businesses where everything is staged to make you look great, right? I think me as a brand, as a business, I have to be a genuine person. If you're going to buy hundreds of thousands of dollars of real estate from me, you need to know who I really am, right?
Yeah.
For better or worse. And I hope I come across that way. I hope I come across that way.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it makes sense to me. The more authentic that you are with your audience, right? You're much easier to approach, so that works. I get that understanding behind the idea.
Would you say that you're always your authentic self once the cameras are on?
No, you can't be.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. My authentic self when the cameras are
Yeah,
on?
if you're sitting across from somebody
Yeah.
and you don't like the conversation,
Oh, okay.
do you feel comfortable enough to be like, I don't like the way this conversation's going?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
I thought you were kind of asking me more like, am I goofy dad? You know what I mean? Like, no, that's my authentic, truest, purest self when I'm with my wife and with my daughter.
But you can't be that on camera.
I can be that to a certain extent if this is how the conversation is supposed to be going,
Yeah.
and like, joke around and
Sure.
crack a dad joke every now and then. But can I break out into Moana with you and K-pop right now with you? No, but
I would
in an hour, is that the role I have to play? 100%.
It's funny that you said goofy dad.
Yeah.
It is, because that's literally when these cameras turn off, or the second I get to my house,
Yeah.
that's who I transform into. I don't think I've ever said this on camera before. I used to rap, right? I used to make music back in the day.
I didn't know that.
And now what I am is a personal performer for my kids and my wife. That's it.
Yep.
That's literally all I am. I get home and it's just like, dance clown,
Yeah.
entertain me now, right?
Yeah.
So I like that you said goofy dad,
Yeah.
because I think people need to see more of that.
I like it.
I do.
Yeah.
I know it's scary as hell, because trust me, I'm not out here pretending like I get to be myself on camera either, right?
Yeah.
But I do think people need to see more of goofy dad.
Do you have that wish, that pray, that hope that the dad pod can turn into something like that? Because, right, you're hitting on a certain emotion, and it's basically controversy.
Yeah, that's my fault.
Okay.
That's my fault.
Okay.
I wanted to come out of the I want to be goofy dad.
Okay.
Me and Jeff are goofy dads. That's what we are, right? But we know controversy sells.
Yep.
And we wanted to get the dad pod kicked off with a bang. It's like this thing where, okay, with you, how old are your kids? Kids?
Yeah, 1 and 4.
1 and 4. Okay,
Yeah.
so your 1-year-old doesn't really get your personality, but
1,
4.
and she's 4.
Oh, you have 1 and she's 4.
Yeah, and she's
Okay.
4. Yeah.
So, as a dad, you have to be strict up front so that you can be fun and goofy later.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yep.
If you try to be fun, liberal dad up front,
Yeah.
it's very hard. Like if you give the kid ice cream all the time, it's hard in the future to be like, hey, no more ice cream.
Yeah, you're rotting your teeth.
You rot in your teeth. She's like, well, no, you've been giving me ice cream my whole life. Give me ice cream now, right?
Yep.
The dad pod was like that. I told Jeff, look, if we come out goofy, silly dads, that's not going to click, right? That's not going to resonate with people. We need to kick them in the teeth. We need to show them like the back of our hand, be a little hard, hurt their feelings a little bit.
Right.
And then once they know we're serious, then we can transition into goofy because they know, hey, look, behind all the jokes and all the, the dick jokes we make, there's 2 dudes who are willing to talk about some really serious shit.
Yeah.
Makes
perfect sense to me. So you're very, very intentional.
Oh man, I'm going to expose myself here. Okay. Yes. Yes. It's going to sound contradictory, but it's not.
Okay.
Were you popular in high school? You're a handsome guy. You have good facial features. I can tell you take care of yourself, right? You give off the vibes of somebody who was popular in high school, right?
Yeah, that did okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you learned very quickly that like authenticity has to be staged.
Right.
Right?
Yep.
Like that's just one of the punishments of being popular in high school. You learn very quickly like you can be yourself, but it has to be prepared.
Right.
My entire social media platform is that concept. People want you, but they don't want all of you, right? They want authentic, but only if that authenticity is comfortable for them.
Yeah.
You a Batman fan? The movies at all?
Yeah, movies.
Okay, there's a scene in The Dark Knight where the Joker's like, look, a soldier dies, none of you care. But I threaten the mayor, and you freak out because that's not supposed to happen. Right?
Absolutely.
People on social media and people just in general, podcasts, whatever you're doing, the audience wants you to be real, but only if that reality coincides with what they think of you.
Got it.
Right?
Yeah.
So your audience looks at you. You're a handsome guy. They want you to be that person. They don't want you to say things that ugly people say.
Yeah.
Right? That would clash with their reality.
Right.
It's like me. Right? They want me to be jolly. They want me to be fun. But when I start talking about like female behavior, they get uncomfortable.
Absolutely.
Because jolly fat guys aren't supposed to talk about the way, right?
Mm-hmm.
It clashes with their reality.
Right.
So, yes, everything I do is intentional. I am cosmically aware of what the audience wants and thinks, and I utilize that as morally good as possible.
Okay. With that being said, because you do also speak a lot on women things and being a black man that you are, I could see how you get an outrage, you know what I mean? And you are more than willing to share that with your audience. I love it. Like I'm just letting you know my perspective. When I see your story, I'm like, can't wait to watch this. I'm by myself and I'm watching it and I tune in. I actually turn on the volume. I don't just like, because I know there's something in here. There's good in here. There's going to be some comedy in here. There's going to be a little bit of knowledge about our city, right? Mm-hmm. I'm going to probably see a really cool ass house, but there's something in here that's going to get some type of emotion out of me that I was not looking for today on a Wednesday, October 1st.
Don't you want to feel something?
Okay, so is that like your tactic for social media? Or is it just like a human reaction where you're doing something for humanity?
I want to feel something every day.
Okay.
And I do.
Yeah.
I feel like I do. My wife, it kind of annoys her because she has to deal with the brunt because I have to test this shit out somewhere, right? Yeah, I can't just, again, authenticity must be cultivated. I can't just throw my words out because I might say something the wrong way and now I'm held liable for that, right?
Right.
But I want to feel something. If you message me something angry, good. I want to feel what it feels like to have someone upset with me.
Right.
Right? I want to feel that shit. And I feel like, and I could be wrong, I've never gotten the chance to talk to anybody about this, but I feel like my audience wants that too. Right?
Yeah.
Don't you feel like there's this big thing about how Vegas is dead. And dead's the wrong word. I think what people are looking for is Vegas is sterile. When you walk through Vegas, it feels clean. It feels boring. It's sterile. It's like TikTok. When you go through enough TikTok, you'll realize that like there's nothing there. It's all sterile. It's all the same clean, modified shit, right? Yeah. It's why the videos that go viral nowadays are things that feel chaotic and organic and real, you know?
Yep.
And I want my audience to feel something. Even if what you feel is anger, even if what you feel is disappointment, I want you to wake up on a Monday and feel something, think about something throughout the day. And I understand that feeling sometimes is negative, but like that's better than not feeling anything at all, right?
100%.
It's better than not feeling anything at all. Right. At least I give you someone to be angry at. At least I give you, I'm like, the running joke with my real estate class is they call me Angry Dad, right? Because at the very least, I give you somebody to direct your anger and frustration towards. I let you get it out of your system, right? Yell at me, call me the names, call me whatever you want, and then good. You've felt something for the day. You've experienced conflict. You've experienced confrontation, and now you're a real human again.
Yeah.
I probably sound crazy to your audience, right? Who would use social media this way?
No, I see what you're talking about, but I'm also struggling with it as well. So if my audience is, because I know everything that you're saying makes complete sense, but there's also this part of you where you give back so much, and I don't even mean like your community work. That's on a totally different level and a scale. But you literally teach a class every single day for real estate and to educate the masses on this world that a lot of people haven't really dived into, right? Of real estate and being scary, and like old concepts are no longer today's concepts. Okay. But you also have this where you give away great business inside the community and put on local businesses for different trades and things when you do purchase a home, like, you know what I mean? And then you also have like a blueprint for these are the best areas inside of Vegas. So I don't want my audience to think that you are Angry Dad, because you do so many amazing things. You have like this Jekyll and Hyde thing going on.
But that is what else is a dad? What is a dad if not for a man who does great things, but everyone remembers him for being angry?
I get it. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, okay. You've probably had this conversation with your partner the same way every guy's had this conversation with their partner. Your partner remembers the times you messed up or the times you got angry, but they very quickly forgot about all the times you made them happy or made them. It's just a human nature thing to. We remember the things that shock us or stand out or hurt our feelings more than we cherish. We take good things happening as normal.
Yeah.
Right?
Especially women.
Especially women.
Always happen.
Because good things always happen to them.
Right. Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's like what they tend to remember is when something bad happens, because what did we talk about earlier? That's not normal. Mm-hmm. Right? Good things are supposed to happen to them.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yep. So
what I am is a constant reminder that good men don't work that way. I will donate on the way here. My favorite teacher, Daniela, this woman at a Title I school who we've been helping for, I think, 5 years now, sent me a GoFundMe and said, hey, can you repost this to your audience? I clicked on the GoFundMe and it was like $1,600 left that this person needed to help fight cancer. So I just donated it. I'm not going to repost it. I'm just going to donate it. Yeah. Right? I'll do that. And then later on today, I'll yell at people for spending too much money and being dumb and taking on OnlyFans when they could be somebody's wife. Yeah. Right? Because like, you don't get to. Are you a Dave Chappelle fan before I quote him for a second
100%.
time? Okay.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle does this great joke about this superhero who saves people from tall buildings and and rescues children and stops wars and does all these incredible things. But then occasionally he likes to just grab girls' asses.
Yeah.
And people are, oh, and he's like, well, how many good things does he need to do before him grabbing girls' asses stops outweighing the good things he does, right?
Yep.
And the current society we live in is girl world. And in girl world, you're only measured by your worst moments, not your best ones. And I refuse. It's not Jekyll and Hyde. I refuse to capitulate to girl world. I refuse to let people define me by what they think are my worst moments. No. You're going to have to watch me do charity for kids. You're going to have to watch me throw pizza parties for kindergartners. You're going to have to watch teachers tell people how great I am. You're going to have to eat that shit, right? You want to call me a bad person? Good. Eat 10 charity videos in a row. Now go ahead and tell people I'm a shitty person, right? You're going to have to eat the fact that I'm human and that I'm flawed and that I make mistakes. But at my core, I think I'm pretty good, right? I don't know if I'm a great realtor. I don't know if I'm a good influencer, but I can guarantee I'm a good person.
Yeah.
Right? No one can take that from me. There's no video you can make to prove people otherwise. You know?
100%.
So I don't necessarily see it as two parts of me. It's just me. I'm both people.
Yeah. No, and now that you explained it, it absolutely makes 100% more sense to me now. So thank you for explaining that, because I'm sure that you helped a lot of audience members, because you truly helped me work through that for myself.
It's hard. I don't want anybody to ever think that I'm not scared. I'm scared every damn day. Every time I make a story that isn't about houses, I'm terrified. I am. I'm terrified. It never goes away, right? But if somebody has to do it. That's the old Marine thing. If not me, then who kind of thing. And that's how I'm like a social media Marine. If nobody else is going to tell the truth, I guess I got to be the one to do it.
That's going to be honestly a great photo for the thumbnail. Just like you running out with like your cell phone out of the waters as a Marine, the first cavalry dude.
All my Marine friends are going to call me such a pussy for saying
that is the greatest thumbnail, just so you know. I love it.
I have a bunch. Fortunately, I'm very lucky that I've helped a lot of veterans buy houses, and they usually become my friends, especially the Marines, because we both dig each other's bluntness, right?
Right.
And every Marine I know who sees this thumbnail or hears what I'm saying is going to text me that you're not a Marine, you're just an asshole with a camera, buddy.
Dude, I want Brandon running out of the water, first line of defense with Twitter on his phone, 6-pack ripped up with the hat on.
You gotta make me chubby, dog. It's way funnier if I'm chubby.
Fine.
Yeah, it's way funnier.
Be ready, because it's coming.
It's way funnier to. I have a rule, man. If it allows the audience to laugh at me, then just do it. It's way funnier if they get to laugh with me and at me.
Right. No, absolutely.
My wife gets frustrated. We'll do like promo. We did a promo video for Wallflower, and they want me to dress up as Willy Wonka, right? And the whole time I'm just trying to make myself look as bad as possible.
Yeah.
She's like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? I'm like, this only works if the audience gets to laugh at me, right? If I'm trying to be serious, then this doesn't work. The audience needs to see that, like, who's your favorite, like, celebrity person?
Actual celebrity. I mean, it would have been Kobe, but he's obviously passed away. So I would have to say a celebrity that I really, really like. It's kind of weird. But I'm really into like watching other YouTube stars.
Yeah.
So to me, they're kind of like my celebrity.
Yeah.
And I watched this guy, I think his channel is called like Ryu Camp.
Ryu Camp.
And it's literally just like this random Asian guy going out with his little like poodle dog in like the forest in like a blizzards.
Okay.
And like showing you can still like eat gourmet ramen and food and stuff in the middle of a blizzard and be a man, like in camp. So to me right now, he's like.
So he's a serious person.
He is a serious person, but the content is just like insane, but it's also no speaking. So it's like ASMR. You could fall asleep to watching this person. So it's just comfortable all the time.
I think that's a whole conversation, but I think YouTube people are, to me, those are the best celebrities.
Right.
Because you're watching them for so long that you get to see them.
All of it.
Like on TikTok, I'm being real with my audience, you guys. In 60 seconds, I can make myself look like whoever I want.
Yeah.
Swear to God.
Yeah.
In 60 seconds, bro, I can make myself look incredible. But if you're filming every day for like 30-minute episodes, bro, it's hard to fake it for 30 minutes a day.
Yeah.
What I was trying to get at is I grew up a big fan of wrestling.
Okay.
I'm a wrestling nerd to my core, right?
Yeah.
And the reason wrestling is so good is because at every point, no matter how famous you are, from Hulk Hogan to The Rock, the audience gets to laugh at you.
Got it.
There's always a period where the famous wrestler has to humble themselves and do something that lets the audience laugh at them or jeer at them, right? They call it heels. Like, you have to be a bad guy.
Right.
And every wrestler has to be a bad guy because the audience needs to be able to laugh at you and jeer at you and like humanize you in some way.
Yeah.
And I think too many people turn these damn phones on and they try to dehumanize themselves, when I think it's the opposite. I think right now, as we sit here in this chair, people are craving authentic humanity more than ever.
Yeah.
There's do you watch anybody on TikTok?
I'm not really
Not
into
really?
it, honestly. Yeah.
Do me a favor. He might.
Okay.
I think he's on YouTube now too.
Okay.
There's this guy named Matt Hefner.
Got it.
He got really famous because he starts doing this little dance and stuff like that. And some of the athletes have started doing it, right?
Yeah.
I've been watching this guy for like a year. A year when he had 1,000 people on his account.
Yeah.
I show him to my wife, and he would just walk around Atlanta doing like little side quests. He would just show up at like no talking either. No talking. He would just show up at like a country line dance festival and just learn how to line dance for 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Just little clips. And she's like, "Why are you watching this?" And I'm like, "Because someone's being human on the internet." You know?
Yeah.
Someone's being human on the internet. And I think that's why I'm sure I'm going to watch Ryu Camp when I get home today.
Yeah.
Because I can almost guarantee you what you like about him is that he's being human on the internet.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm guessing it doesn't feel like there's much posturing going on. He's just taking something that he likes or cares about and giving it to you.
Yeah, basically. And he does have like a really cute like poodle dog too. So my daughter loves it. And then they do like funny little music when the dog is like jumping on the inflatable bed, you know what I mean? Just being kooky, and it's literally just them in the middle of nowhere. So it is really authentic. So I get that. And I think that I saw somewhere right now in the algorithm on YouTube, like the #1 niche is like struggle. Like the world is really into watching people every day struggle. And I'm not saying like crazy off the walls thing, but I mean like, I lost my job. I live in my car. Follow me through my day, having to go to a Walmart to brush my teeth. Like that is the #1 most watched niche right now on YouTube. So I think you're onto something in America's with it too.
It's, man, that's fascinating.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Okay.
Because it's happening on TikTok too. I digest TikTok because I need to see where I need to move my content.
Smart.
Right? I'd gotten really lazy with my content.
Okay.
I was just like, oh, it's working. Let's just keep, right? I can put this on like the back pattern. Now I've realized TikTok evolves very quickly.
Yeah.
And when you say the word struggle, that's very interesting. There's this guy, got famous overnight. He quit his job as an engineer and just went to work for McDonald's.
Yeah. Okay.
And he just documents, like today, they finally moved me up to fries. I realized fries are actually harder than, and he's just like documenting things. And at first you're like, this is stupid. But then you're like, I don't actually know how hard it is to make fries.
Right.
Right? In my head, it's like, stupid McDonald's worker, make my fucking fries and hurry up, right?
Right.
Have you ever done it? Is it as easy as we make it seem, right? And I think anti-celebrity is 100% the new celebrity.
100%.
100% is anti-celebrity.
Yeah.
It's why I often don't cut my hair or shave my beard the way people want me to, right? Like I have a barber on call. I could call him right now. He cut my hair right now.
Right.
But to me, it's way more interesting to see, like, again, I'm just some asshole from Vegas. And sometimes my hair isn't perfect and sometimes my beard sucks.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The struggle. That's interesting.
The struggle.
That's interesting. I never thought about that.
Yeah.
Because we always do these get ready with me or check out my day. the day in the life of in my business, it's like, check out the day of a life of a realtor. And they always film their perfect days.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be really interesting for me to show my shitty day where I do an open house for 4 hours and nobody shows up. And I make 10,000 phone calls and everybody hangs up on my face.
I think it would be huge because it is as authentic as you can possibly get. And also be willing to share the fact of the matter of you'll show one client literally all the way across town, drive all the way across town, drive all the way back across. And I say this with as much respect as I can to like people in California. Yes, we can get from one side of the town to the other side of town in 25 minutes.
Yeah.
But it used to take 14.
It used to take 14.
So it sucks.
It does suck.
But you could do that every single day for a week straight. They don't ever put in an offer, or let's say they do put in an offer, it doesn't go through, and now they're pissed off and they're in their feelings, and you lose that person.
How about worse? You drive clients to Sky Canyon, 45 minutes every day, burn through a full tank of gas for weeks on end. You miss one phone call or don't call back fast enough, and they hire another realtor to buy the house that you showed them.
That's tough. Struggle.
And you're out gas money, and you're out time with your family, and you're out time with your kids, and you miss band rehearsals, and you miss band recitals, and you miss game nights, and you miss dinners.
There we go, man.
Right?
Yeah.
I never thought about that.
We just unlocked something together.
Dude,
that was huge.
I think so.
Yeah.
Because boy, it's a lot of failures.
It's a lot.
There's a show. I didn't know this because I don't watch TV. You watch TV?
I watch a lot of Sports Center.
Sports don't count, bro.
Okay, then
sports don't count. When I say TV, I mean TV.
Okay, so not a lot of. So we're really big into like the Food Network because we like Chopped. So we like competition.
That don't count either, bro.
Okay,
Food,
then,
no. Food and sports are that is educational shit.
Okay, gotcha.
You're learning how to cook. That's
100%.
No.
We're learning to compete.
You're learning to compete.
Yeah.
I mean, like, there's a show apparently called like Selling Sunset, or it's a show where like these young hot girls basically sell luxury homes, right?
Not happening.
And it has completely skewed people's concept of like what we do for a living.
Wait,
right?
you're not a hot girl?
Spoilers, guys.
There we go.
Spoilers. But there's this trend of a lot of people jumping into real estate right now. A bunch of young kids, young kids, and thinking that like all we do is just wake up, show homes, collect paychecks, and take vacations. You know?
Yeah.
And it's our fault because if you look at my social media, all you see is me either showing homes or closing homes. I don't ever show you the initial struggle part.
Yeah. There it is.
That's fascinating. What would you say is the biggest struggle for you?
Good call. I would have to say you're in the podcast or in my actual business?
In your actual business.
My biggest struggle is getting people to understand that taking the risk of putting the investment into like repairing your credit and us taking this road together of repairing your credit is not the scarier thing than not doing jack shit about it for the rest of your life. Yeah, exactly. And never being able to buy a home, never being able to buy a car. And when people don't truly understand that renting an apartment and having to put a deposit on utilities, that means you have bad credit. That's not normal. And I understand that generation after generation, that is what was the norm. So it is normal.
Yep.
But that's not the right way. That's not the correct way. And we can fix that together. It's going to take a little bit of time, right? And it's going to take a little bit of pressure points because I'm going to ask you questions that you're not going to be a fan of because I'm looking at your credit.
100%.
And I'm going to ask you to stop your behaviors and your patterns because I need you in the credit guarding stage while we're repairing this together. But as soon as we're out, brother, I gave you the dream. You can go change your whole life.
Change your whole stars.
And that would be my biggest struggle is changing mindset.
I 100% agree with you. And I actually want to jump on that.
Sure.
How often, because I feel like our worlds collide in such a crazy way.
Absolutely. How
often do you put all your effort and time into somebody who you just really want to help them? Like you take it, I know we're not supposed to take it personally, but I'm sorry, there's just no way to not take some of these cases personally.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yep.
How often do you take something personally and watch that person quit?
Way more often when I very first started this, and this is the reason why I'm still in it, is because I love getting on the phone with like a single mom or a single dad and telling them, you're now at a 700, we can now go get you this home, and they just break down in tears. And it's selfish to say, but like that's the high that I'm chasing, is like that feeling that I get through the phone of like, I've done something nobody else in their life that they've ever come in contact with has been able to deliver them. And it's weird because it's a selfish feeling, but it's the greatest feeling in the world, bro.
In the whole
It's
stinking
the
world.
greatest. So I tried, obviously, to like quit chasing that, because there's so many people that just fall off and you're like, dude, we're so close. Or, man, we're so close. If you could just stop. And they don't see it. And I understand why they don't see it, because they've never seen it.
They've never seen it. It's I go to this reference way too often, but it's like trying to pull somebody out of the Matrix.
Okay.
And the older I get, the more I understand that movie. I go back and watch that movie all the time.
Yeah, I love it.
Because it makes so much sense.
Yeah.
We're trying to, hey, there's a whole world over here.
Right.
No, it's not just a little bit. I mean, when you have good credit, it's like Aladdin. It's a whole new world, baby.
Yeah.
You don't understand. Everything you know about the world is based on your bad credit.
100%.
And it's so hard because their parents have bad credit, and their aunts have bad credit, and their brother has bad credit, and their friends have bad credit. So the only world they know is bad credit world. And you're trying to tell them, no. There's a matrix. You're living in the matrix. You're living in bad credit world.
Right.
I'm trying to pull you out of it. Earlier, you asked me why I post the things I do, why it seems so Jekyll and Hyde.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Same concept.
I get
Same
you.
concept.
Yeah.
There's a world. There's a whole. I teach every day for free. For the same. Oh my God. Sometimes conversations can be so good.
Mm.
I've tried to explain to other realtors why I teach a free class every day. I make no money from it. I lose money.
Yeah.
I get more hate comments than anything. I get bad reviews on Zillow because of this class. It's done more harm to my career than good. And realtors are like, why do you keep doing it? I'm chasing that high.
Yeah.
I'm chasing that high because once every couple months, there's somebody who I say something and they'll ask me a question like, wait. With good credit, I can get a better loan? Oh my God, yeah, you can get a better loan. Well, what happens if my credit's this high? Well, if your credit's this high, then we can get you an interest rate at here and it actually drops your mortgage. Oh, wait, so I can lower my mortgage by getting good credit? Yeah, and then you could refinance and I can lower, yeah. And it's like, you're having this moment of like
100%. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you're instantly sad because no one's ever taken the time to care about them like that.
100%.
Isn't that crazy?
I no longer tell people, like when people ask me, like, what do you do? What does your business do? What do you and your wife do? I no longer say like, oh, I have a credit restoration company. I literally tell them I'm in the industry to make dreams come true.
Yeah.
You tell me what your dream is, I guarantee you I can get you to that.
Yep.
Whatever it is, somehow, some way, if it is fixing and repairing your credit to getting you into your dream home, your dream car, maybe just getting denied for basic credit cards. Like that is some people's dream, right? Like it's embarrassing to get denied. Mm-hmm. And there's other people who I want to start this business, but I need access to capital to actually accelerate my business and to make it profitable. Mm-hmm. I got you. I make dreams come true.
Are you and your mom close?
Absolutely.
Is your mom like my mom in that her biggest fear is going to the grocery store and having them tell her that the number is above what she can afford?
I wish. My mom is, honestly, like I think that's why I enjoy you as much as I do. My mom is like a woman version of you.
Oh, that's right.
She's the most rad person in the entire world.
Well, that's actually the nicest thing. That's a good compliment. Thank you.
No, she's awesome.
That's good.
But no, she doesn't care.
She doesn't care?
Not at all.
You said the word embarrassment.
Yeah.
You're pulling words out of my brain that I've been searching for a long time.
Got you, man.
When I do my class, we'll have 100 people in there. And I'll say, okay, guys, does anybody have any questions? Not a peep. Not a peep.
Yeah.
And what I found is that they're too embarrassed to admit that they're in their 30s or 40s and that they don't know something.
100%.
Right?
Yep.
Now, if somebody else asks a question,
Jump
they'll
right
be the
behind.
first ones to be like, oh, well, then what about this?
Yep.
They were waiting for somebody else to like, right? At the end of the day, most people are still in high school. They're
Yep.
still in high school where they're afraid of what other people think,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And they're like stuck in that place.
Yep.
You're in the business of giving a shit about people.
Absolutely.
And I realize I'm in the same business, right?
Yeah.
We're in the business of giving a shit about people. Some of these people, I work with some people who are like in their 40s and nobody, not a teacher, not a family member, not a friend, nobody has taken the time to just sit with them for 20 minutes and be like, here's how this works. Here's how this works. Yeah, if you do that, then this happens. Yeah, this happens and this happens, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And all these people ever needed in their life, all they ever needed was one person to just like take the time to give a shit.
Yeah.
All they needed was your time,
That's it.
really.
Yeah.
You know, they were capable. How many people do you meet with bad credit who have the money to fix their credit? They just never taught them how.
A ton.
A ton, right?
Yeah.
And you're baffled.
Yeah.
You're baffled. You're like, what? Wait. You have a bunch of money. How do you have bad credit? Just
Literally.
fix the credit,
Yeah.
right?
And when I asked them, like, what was your plan? They're like, oh, I'll just wait the 7 years. Like, okay. Okay.
It's
You
crazy.
hire me. I'll fix it. You don't have to be perfect for the next 7 years. Come on now.
I'll wait 7 years is crazy talk. That's like people when they say, when I ask them the same question, when were you planning on getting a house? When the market crashes. What? Your strategy can't be based on something
Right.
that you don't know when or if it's ever going to happen.
But what about when the market does crash? Then what? Then what? I know, and I'm asking you this, and it's like a facetious question, but I'm sure you run into it a lot.
Yeah.
A new excuse just comes. Now the market has crashed. Hey, if you were the very first person I called because today the market crashed, and Jonathan, you told me once that thing crashed, you're ready. You ready?
Nope. That's the best part.
Yeah.
If the market crashed today, are you ready to buy a house? No. So you're not even preparing for the thing that you're hoping for.
At all.
Or when I ask them, oh, my favorite. How many of you guys are waiting for interest rates to drop before you buy your house?
Yeah.
Me. What does the interest rate do? Crickets.
Have no idea.
So you're basing your entire life around something that you don't understand. Brother, if that's not the Matrix, what is?
That's a good point.
Right? People
Yeah.
like using the word conspiracy theory.
Right.
And I said, okay, what would you call millions of people hoping for something that they don't understand? Don't even know what it is. What would you call that? What is it? Is it like a social psychosis? What is the Matrix if not that?
Yeah.
People with money not using the money to fix their credit. People waiting on interest rates but not knowing what interest rates do. What's the term for this, right?
Yeah.
You can call them crazy, right? But if everybody's crazy, then then it's normal,
Yeah. Right.
right? We've
Yeah.
normalized
Crazy.
crazy.
Right.
Well, what's the Matrix if not that?
That's it. You just hit it on the head.
I love that our industries are so connected, right?
Yeah.
Because most people, when we send them to credit, it's because they want to buy a house.
Right.
That's typically their goal, right? But they don't understand once you fix your credit, bro, houses are just the first of many things that become easier.
Oh, that's nothing.
Wait till you go buy a car with good credit and they don't run you through the ringer and they just go, yeah, what car do you want?
Yeah.
Wait till you go to rent a house and they run your credit and they go, you know what? We can skip first month,
There it is.
right? Instead of making you put some massive security deposit, they just go, you know what? Matter of fact, if you want to sign a 2-year lease, we'll give it to you. Once you have good credit, the whole world
Yeah.
changes for you. Me and my wife learned this the hard way. Thank God for her. She pulled my ass out of, bro, my credit was so bad that from 21 to like 32, I just didn't use a credit card. I was like, fuck it. I'm not going to make this mistake again. I'm just going to pay cash. I'm from Vegas. Everything cash, right?
No, yeah.
And if not for her pulling my ass out, I would have been stuck where I was.
Yep.
But once I learned the difference of like, wait. If my credit's above 750, my mortgage drops this low. I can get approved for this rate. Oh shit! What have I been doing my whole life?
Wait until you lock in with me and I tell you, hey, we're gonna file a LLC. I'm gonna run you to this bank and this bank and this bank, and now you have $100,000, 0% interest. what do you want to do?
What do you want to do?
Come on now.
Yeah.
That's where the game really gets fun.
When they realize, wait, the bank wants to give me money? Yeah, they can't wait to give you money.
They don't.
They can't wait to give you.
Those are the greatest conversations when I have with people, and I'm like, "We're gonna start you a business." Like, "Oh, I never wanted to start a business." I'm like, "No, you do. You want to start a business because watch what you're about to unlock in your entire world." Like you say, that's funny that you said Matrix, because I tell my wife all the time, like, until I learned this world, I had no idea that I was living in the Matrix, because it's a completely new world. And I want to segue just really quickly, because I think this is, or let me ask you, is this how you became a food critic? Because you selling houses or showing houses, you kind of rewarded your clients with, you picked a restaurant and you were just ended up going to all of these freaking restaurants, spotting the tab. At the end of the day, that's a tax write-off. Like, did it become full circle moment for you where you're like, this is an opportunity I have here because I'm forking out so much money?
You're 50% right.
Okay, I would love to hear this.
You're 50% right.
Okay.
I had a lady yell at me the other day. She goes, "These restaurants have to be paying you. How are you ordering this much food?" So I turned the camera around. I said, "There's people here with me. They just don't want to be on camera because you guys are crazy." But yeah, that's how we were showing these restaurants. Is I would take somebody out, right? Because remember, I started all of this because it would offend me when people said Vegas didn't have good food.
Right.
So clients would come from California. I'd be like, "Let me take you here. Forget the strip. Let me take you here." And I would just film it. And since I had clients with me, we were ordering the whole menu.
Right.
Now, where your 50% is, I couldn't write any of it off. Me and my wife were trying to buy a home. So none of it could be written off.
Okay,
I needed to qualify for the maximum amount to overcome my debt issues.
Yep, got it.
So, and again, people can believe me or they cannot, but I have a CPA. I shouldn't be saying this on camera.
You're good.
I once spent $102,000 supporting local Vegas businesses, and I couldn't write off a single penny of it.
Holy crap.
And my accountant looked at me and was just like, "Hey, this is dumb. Whatever you're doing is dumb." And I tell you that story so that your audience can understand that even people that you think as success stories still are stuck in little matrices of their own. We had a good conversation off camera, and I'm not sure if you're okay talking about it, but I do want to bring it up.
Yeah.
In that we talked about how, people in our community and Black culture often trap each other in this. And it's because we're stuck in so many matrices, right?
Yep.
There's the matrix of bad credit. Boom. There's the matrix of living single. Boom. There's the matrix of trying to have a kid and do it all on your own. Boom. There's the matrix of rent. Boom. Right. Like there's so many that's why people find it so. The reason most people quit is because it's so many matrices to escape.
Right.
It's not just one.
No, 100%.
Right.
Yep.
Because then you escape. Okay, you get your credit fixed. All right. Then you buy a house. Great. Okay. But now you still spend too much money. Right.
Yeah.
So now you have to escape that matrix. And a lot of people find it. The biggest challenge is escaping all of them.
Right.
Because you don't know what you don't know until you do.
Yep.
I didn't know the importance of credit until 5 years ago. I didn't know the importance of tax write-offs until 3 years ago. Okay. I'm just learning about crypto and stocks 6 months ago, right? Like there's no point where there's not a matrix for you to escape.
Yeah.
And some people are terrified by that. And some people like you, I assume, are excited about that.
Yeah. 100%.
Right?
Yeah. Because I think what you also, the worst matrix of them all is when you do become this person, the hardest matrix to leave is, oh, now you think you're too good for us. Oh, now you think you're better than us. Cutting people off. That matrix is the absolute hardest matrix to overcome.
It is.
Especially our culture.
100%.
Yeah.
This is going to sound really bad when I say it.
Okay.
But that's kind of my thing.
It's your shtick today.
That's just my shtick. That's been my shtick since I was like 6 years old, bro. I can't help but say things that people don't like. That matrix is only escapable once you accept that you're better than the people around you. And you can't fake it. There's not a Louis Vuitton bag or a car or a vacation that can make this real. You have to genuinely believe and accept that you are better than the people around you. Even if they look like you, even if they talk like you, even if you've known them forever, you are better. And you have to believe it.
Yep.
Because if you don't believe it, they will very much convince you that it is not true.
100%.
They will very much convince you that it's not true. You have to believe it yourself, right?
Absolutely.
When you tell people they can fix their credit, it's the same when I tell people that they can buy a house.
Yeah.
They don't believe it themselves,
At all.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can't, I think you can agree with on this one. I can do anything, but I can't force you to believe in things.
Absolutely. Yep.
I can do anything I want, but I cannot force you to believe in something.
I can send you as many testimonials. I can send you as many text messages with receipts on it.
Yes.
But you still have to start this process.
You 100% have to start this process.
Mm-hmm.
I can't, I get the red pill, blue pill thing now, right?
Yeah.
I can't just pull you out of the matrix. You must actively choose to come suffer with me, right?
Wow.
I had a woman today. I can't say her name because unfortunately she's caught up in a really effed up domestic situation. And I wish I could, because this woman deserves to have her name sung to the ceiling. But she knows who she is. And if she listens to this, I hope she knows I'm proud of her.
That's awesome.
This woman, 3.5 years ago, I told her the brutally honest truth. I said, you're in a shitty relationship that's never going to go anywhere, and it's pulling you down. I said, you're going to have to move back in with your parents. You're going to have to give up every luxury. You're going to have to change your entire lifestyle if you ever want to be a homeowner. There is no easy answer for you. Your credit sucks. Your debt sucks. You have no one helping you. You're going to have to do this by yourself. And 3.5 years later, today, this morning, she bought her home.
Amen.
She had to pull herself out of every single matrix. The credit, the spending, the lashes, the hair, the relationship, the you think you're better than me's. She had to do all of that, right?
Yeah.
And she did it.
Powerful.
And she did it, right? By herself. Well, obviously her parents let her come stay with her, but essentially by herself.
Right.
And it shows you anybody can do it if they believe it. Anybody can do it if they believe it. I was homeless, right?
Yep.
I'm not better than anybody, but I believed it. And now I am. Now I am,
Yeah.
right? I don't give a shit if people are offended by it,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I pulled myself out of nothingness. Drugs, alcohol, bad parents, abusive parents, homelessness, you named the thing, I was there. I was at the bottom of the bottom. And I'm not special. There's nothing special about me. I'm not pretty. I wasn't born rich. I'm really all not that smart. If you took an IQ test, I'd probably end up somewhere on the average median, right?
Yeah.
It's just want to. Everybody wants good credit, right?
Yeah.
But do they really?
Right.
Do they really want it?
Right.
Everybody wants a good relationship, right? But do they really?
Yeah. Want to work at it?
Or do they really?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do like straight up, do
Yeah.
they really?
Yeah.
Everybody likes, and apologies if this thought's going on too long.
You're okay.
Everybody likes window shopping for a better life. They like putting their face to the glass. And that's why TikTok's so popular. Everybody likes putting their face to the glass and window shopping for a better life. But when they walk inside the store and hear how much it cost,
Yeah.
they're right back out.
Next
Store, next viewpoint. Yeah. Next scroll.
There it is.
100%.
Can I ask you, when you teach, do you teach like this?
Mm-hmm. I'm worse. You are currently getting the nicest version of me.
What is the I'm smart enough to make the assumptions. The air has to get sucked out of the room. Nobody, let's just say it was free. God forbid, let's say you charge them $25, $50, $150, $500 to sit in the room and be taught by you, right?
Mm.
to set yourself up to become more successful and purchase a home.
Mm.
Nobody wants to be talked to or spoken to the way you're speaking to me when I'm paying you. You have to take all of the air out the room, brother.
The woman who bought a house today told me to my face, you yelling at me every day. She goes, I know your stories aren't about me, but I took it that way. I took it that you were talking to me personally. And at first I hated you. And at first I thought you were just an angry dude. But the reason I'm here is because you angry dadded me to the finish line. Right?
Yeah.
When I have people who pay $25, that's what my classes cost. When I do an in-person class, I charge people $25.
Gotcha.
And I take the money and I buy them all lunch. So whatever money we get, I spend every penny on it buying them lunch. So they're just paying for their own lunches.
Of course you
I
do.
don't charge them money because I'm trying to make money. It's because I want to keep them accountable. And you'll flake if it's free. But if it costs you $25, you might not want to lose that, right?
Yeah.
I kid you not. I have a recording of my class. I talk to people who paid to show up just like this. You are here because you have fucked up your entire life and now you need me, right? All of your consequences have brought you to me, right?
Right.
And if you may want somebody who teaches you nicer, but guess what? They're not going to do it for $25. They're not going to do it for free over TikTok. So I'm what you're left with. I'm the result of I am the consequences of your actions. That's me.
There it is.
Right?
Yep.
I don't change the way I talk. People don't. Remember how you said YouTube people are going towards struggle?
Right.
People want strict fathers. They want it. They want it. They want it more than they even realize it. They want it, dude. They crave it. They want it. They do.
Yeah.
And whether they know it or not, that's the character I deliver to them. It's been the most effective way for me to teach people. I've tried being nice. I tried being Mr. Rogers. My original concept for everything was Mr. Rogers. I was going to be Black Mr. Rogers. I wore a sweater vest and everything because that's what I thought people wanted. They wanted this nice, wholesome, safe dad, and they rejected it and they hated it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And we got nothing generated. But the second I lost my temper and just told people, hey, stop arguing, shut the fuck up. You need me more than I need you. Listen to what I'm saying.
Right.
Took off.
And you use a platform where you can get real life data in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you can run trials and errors and pivot very, very quickly because you're getting real results in the moment.
Yes.
That's genius.
Yes. I'm not as smart as you're making me sound. I started doing live because COVID happened and I had no way to reach an audience. But I was learning so many things in real estate.
Yeah.
I was learning. I was teaching people as I was learning. So I would take a class on how to refinance a home and use your equity to do this. So guess what I went and did? I went and taught people, right? Are you into Greek mythology at all?
Yes.
Okay. There was a god who went and took fire from the mountaintop and brought it down to the humans. I can't remember his name. It always slips me when I tell this story. But that's what I was telling people. Look, I'm bringing fire from the mountaintop to you guys. Like, I had to climb that hill.
Yeah.
I had to push the big rock up the hill. I had to suffer to get this information.
Right.
My goal is to bring it to you without the suffering. So I stumbled upon this. The way genius and ingenuity is the consequences of like the struggle.
Yep.
People have to create things for that, right?
Absolutely.
And so I don't ever want to make myself sound smarter than I actually am. I stumbled upon this with great luck and great misfortune through COVID. Yep. The only credit I give myself is sticking with it.
Which is a superpower in itself.
Well, yeah, what realtor would sit online and have a bunch of assholes cuss him out and call him fat every day for 5 years?
Right.
So that he can teach some people, right?
Yep.
Like most people, if they're not getting, especially realtors, if they're not getting paid from it, if they're not generating leads from it, they're gone. Yeah. You know, but
I have a buddy who's a realtor in Seattle, and literally they have monthly meetings where they talk about do not use social media. It's a waste of time. You have to go about it the old school way of taking your clients out for lunch and getting to know them and showing them the parks and all of these things. And I'm going to keep it real with you, dude. I send him you. I was like, while you're doing that, this dude is closing 2 houses a day, killing it, and they come to him. The strategy of social media, and this is why I want to give you your props and your credit, why I use the word genius. You don't even spend money on ad. You don't push ad spend. Companies, there's literally departments in their company where there's like, this year we're spending $1 million in ad spend, $5 million in ad spend. You do it, you get it for free.
They can't.
People don't understand, dude.
There's no amount. Again, necessity.
Yeah.
Necessity is the mother of genius or something like that. My wife, sitting right over there, was working 7 days a week, 80-hour weeks, right, to help me while I was getting my feet in real estate.
Figuring this out.
Right?
Yeah.
I didn't have a marketing budget. I had to post on social media. I couldn't afford to send out mailers. I literally could not. I didn't have the money in my account to pay for mailers to be designed and sent out. I couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
I used to have to go door knocking and hand my flyers out for 4 hours a day in like 105 degrees because I couldn't afford to mail them. So the only way for me to get them to you was to knock on your door and personally hand you the flyer, right? Mm-hmm. So social media for me was a necessity. But any realtor being told to not use social media, it's like it'd be like a podcast host being told not to use YouTube. Like, what do you mean don't use the greatest free thing I have to reach a new audience? Absolutely. That's crazy to me.
Right.
You want to show parks? Go take a video of a park and post it online. People get millions of views posting parks in Las Vegas. There's a mom. All she does is go, hey, here's the park I take to my kids. And guess what? Shit goes viral every time out because there's tons of moms who are looking for parks to take their kids.
Yeah, in the summer, it's like number 1, 2, and 3 on the Explorer page.
100%.
Yeah, it's going crazy.
100%. Because, and this is, I mean, it's kind of racist, but it's kind of true. My greatest benefit is that I'm the only black person, before Bullethead started, right, I'm the only black person doing this,
yep,
right?
Yep.
So if a black person wanted to try food and they were new to Vegas and they see this guy, and then they see me, they're like, oh, well, if he eats there,
yeah, must be good.
We're good, right?
Yeah.
Right? They can see like the visual aspect of social media works. Like,
right,
I'm a good listener. Yeah. So I've listened to every word that you've said. At the beginning of this conversation, you mentioned that I don't sell to a luxury audience.
Right.
And you're right. My clients are all like me. Don't matter how much money they have, they're all like me, right? People like me, whatever I am, gravitate to me.
Yeah.
Asian, black, white, old, young, doesn't matter. They're all, if I lined up all my clients here, they'd get along. They're all kind of the same person.
Gotcha.
And to me, that's the great power of social media. It's not about clicks. It's not about views. It's not about any of that stuff. It's like the ability to reach people who are like you, whose words mean something. That's its power.
Yeah.
That's the grift. That's what we're doing. We're creating this weird cult, but I'm trying to create a cult of good people. As weird as that sounds, I'm trying to create a cult where there's only one rule in the cult, and that's like, be a good person, don't be miserable.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I draw that. Sometimes they have money. Most of the times they're just normal people, but either way, they're all good people.
You're an eclectic dude. I'm learning a ton in real time.
That's a fancy word for weird. I want his audience to know that is eclectic. I found out.
Yeah.
When I used to participate in hoity-toity circles, whenever I would say something weird, they'd be like, "You're eclectic," and I'd be like, "Oh shit." You mean weird in a nice way?
Yeah, I don't want to say like, "Oh, you're interesting." You know, everyone understands interesting.
I appreciate it. My music taste is eclectic.
Yeah,
I'm in real life a weird person. I overthink. You're asking me questions that I overthink. Remember I told you earlier I'm scared all the time?
Right.
To compensate for that fear, I wildly overthink every single thing that I do to a level that I get incredibly esoteric with my explanations because I've overthought them so much that I now have a rationalization for all of these weird behaviors that I do, like purposely saying things to hurt people's feelings to make them feel something, right? Like that's weird. I shouldn't do that, but like too late to change.
Yeah, I want you to feel something.
I want you to feel something.
Yeah.
I want people to feel something good.
Right.
Right?
Or whatever it is.
But I post good things all the time.
You do.
And people don't feel anything.
Right.
Because that's normal.
Can I ask you this question? How does like a chef or a restaurant owner or like a host feel when you walk into their restaurant? Is it over the top extravagant, the best type of service because they know who you are? Or are they like, damn it, Brandon's here? You know what I mean? And terrified.
There's no fear of me because I'm not a critic.
I mean, you're like a self-claimed critic.
I've never critiqued one restaurant outside of Gordon Ramsay's Pub and Grill, which sucks. That's the only restaurant I've openly told people it sucks.
But just because you don't say negative, when you say positive about a restaurant, you're still critiquing the restaurant. Even though you say nothing bad, like when you say Schimo's is the best Mexican coffee or your favorite coffee shop right now.
Yes.
It's for the good pendulum swing.
I've never had a bad experience with a chef or a restaurant owner because they know I'm from here.
Yeah.
Look, anybody who's listening to this, there's something you need to understand. I love this city more than any of you love anything. If I say something bad about a restaurant, and look, other influencers, post whatever you want. I'm not here to judge anybody else. Do what makes you money. That's your thing. If I post something bad about a restaurant, they're not going to fire the GM. They're not going to fire the head chef. You know who's going to get fired? The busboy, the server, the line cook, the kid from Vegas who needs the fucking job. So people can get mad, but I don't critique food because one bad review and that bad review goes viral and a local kid gets fired because I had a bad meal and I just won't do that. So all my interactions with restaurants are super positive because they know there's only two outcomes. I don't like the food and then the video never gets posted, or I do like the food and your video gets posted and maybe people show up.
Yeah. Right?
So for me, I don't have negative interactions. Now, I do ask chefs and everybody to treat me normally because if I'm making a video, I don't want you guys to do things special. I don't want to come out and be like, man, the service here is 10 out of 10. And then somebody else comes and like, no, the service here fucking sucks. It's like, okay, don't give me good service.
Yeah.
Because if your service is shitty, then give me shitty service.
Right.
I don't want the best server. Give me the worst server you have. And I'm not joking. I will ask a restaurant, like, give me the worst. Like, I want to know what really looks like when I come in here. I didn't realize, and again, you can call me gullible, you can call me absent-minded. I did not know I was getting special service. I did not know I was famous until my wife told me.
Yeah.
I'll never forget the moment. We were at Echo and Rig on Green Valley. They had just opened. And I'm just here because it's a cheap steak and I like it. They wouldn't let my family sit down until our whole reservation was there. And then I walk in and they're like, oh, you can go, you can go sit right here. We have a table for you.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? That's weird. That's never happened to me before. And we sit at the table and my wife, a little picky sometimes, she asked them if they have a strawberry margarita. These motherfuckers go to the back and he comes out with a handful of berries and he's like, we don't have a strawberry margarita, but we can mash these for you and make one. And I said, what the fuck is going on here? And my wife was like, do you not know that they treat you like this everywhere you go? I said, I've never noticed this before. She goes, have you never noticed we get our food in like 10 minutes and everything is instantly to our table? Do you know they serve you before they serve other people?
Yeah.
And me being me, again, this isn't an act. I'd never noticed this before.
Got it.
Right? So to answer your question in the longest way possible, no, I don't have any bad engagements with restaurant people. I don't. I'll never take from Vegas.
No, I don't think that even should be a question anymore because you told us exactly the dollar amount that you gave away to the city.
$102,479
That's incredible.
in 2023.
And then what you just said, sharing that incredibly long answer, I hope that everyone was able to pick out the fact of the matter. Like, you don't get paid to go and say nice things about these restaurants. Because if it's just not good, you just don't post it. So if it's being posted, that means it was good and it was under your own accord. You weren't paid to do it. And I'm bringing this up because I'm sure you were aware of it. It was like a thing where it was on TikTok, kind of go at you, thinking everything you say is fraudulent. Everywhere you go, you're being paid. You are a pawn in every single spot that you hit up. A while back.
I would be so rich.
But this was a thing on the internet. So you being here today and explaining, hopefully the audience picked it up. And if they didn't, I'm going to bring it back down to them. You just obliterated those thoughts and those ideas and concepts because they just didn't happen.
As with everything, both things were true. Right?
Okay.
If you're a mom and pop, for years in this city, I just showed up. I just ate. Right?
Yep.
It wasn't a job for me. I do real estate. So I would just show up. Now my page has gotten incredibly popular. So every so often, will a bigger company reach out to me to do a paid promotion? Sure. But in my contract, it states, if I don't like the food, I get to tell my audience I don't like it. And you have the option of me not posting it. Right?
Powerful.
That's it. It's that simple. Right? And I understand we live in a jaded world. We live in girl world. Where again, what did I tell you? They want to hold you to your worst moment, right? They always want to believe the worst thing about you because that's how it works on TV. On TV, the bad guys are the bad guys and the good guys are the good guys, right? And yeah, that video I think was about Planet 13. And they did pay me to show up. And guess what? I had a great time. Planet 13 used to suck. It doesn't suck anymore.
Right.
They made improvements. Simple as that. But people don't want both truths. They don't want both things to be true. Remember what I told you. They want reality the way they want reality. Yep. They want it to look a certain way and be a certain way. And that's okay. We're not here to make believers. We're just here to give them content.
I love it. I'm happy that you were able to understand that because I knew already. I was like, yeah, obviously this is what you do. If you can help out mom and pop shops or bigger chains, really, the people that have the money to give it to you, they're going to obviously give it to you. But you can also see the difference in the video, right? But you have to be open to it, to be not blinded by like, he's in love with this place and he's just doing this. You know what I mean? So
no one cared when I was spending six figures.
I believe it.
No one.
Right.
Not a single people started a fundraiser or a GoFundMe to help save Brandon.
Yeah.
Right? They just want what they want. And I get that. They're the audience. That's their right. But something's got to pay for this, right? Yeah. If I'm going to support every mom and pop from the east side to Sky Canyon, then right? Like I'm not rich. Yeah. I have to repeat this, like I swear to God, once a day. I'm not rich at all. This is where I choose to spend my money. Giving back to Vegas, but that comes at a cost, you know?
Yeah.
When I do these next year, we're doing a huge back to school drive where we're going to pack the Mac. Guess what? I'm going to have to sell my soul to a lot of companies to raise money for that.
Right.
10,000 backpacks. I can't pay for that. I'm not rich. So guess what? I'm going to have to do content for people, right? I just hope that people can understand that the things that I do get paid for all go to support Vegas.
Yeah.
Right? They don't have to like me. They don't have to feel bad for me or nothing like that. But they do need to understand that like my money is not spent on strippers and coke and gambling. It goes back to the city that I love. I try to keep that answer as short as possible.
No, you're good. And it is, bro. Like I feel if you follow you can see where your time, your energy, and your resources truly are spent, and it is here in the city. So from one Las Vegas native and local person to yourself, like it's appreciated. It doesn't go unseen.
Like the people who are from here
Yeah.
already know me for
Right.
the most part. Vegas is a very small city,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
So I get them. I'm one of them. We get each other. It's interesting hearing your point of view as someone who moved here,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Because, and I mean this, I have to seem crazy, right? It has to seem crazy.
It seems crazy to a certain extent because of it works though. So it's crazy in that magnitude of like, oh, okay, this is crazy, but it works. So I get why he's doubling down on the crazy, right? If it didn't work and you weren't showing us you selling houses or you weren't actually hooking up restaurants and things in that manner, then yeah, it would be you're just a lunatic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I get that.
I am a lunatic though. Like, can there be such a thing as like a positive lunatic? I think your audience has seen today that like, give me a topic and I'm crazy about
100%.
that thing, or maybe you've just asked really good questions, which is more likely the answer. You just keep asking questions that I'm super passionate about.
I appreciate
right?
that. Yeah.
When I'm passionate about it, I turn into Kanye, where I'm just like, let me hear the sound of my own voice for the next 10 minutes in a row. Dangerous, yeah.
To wrap this up, I always ask my guests, man, let's just say the internet was scrubbed free of all of your content, but you had 30 seconds to tell the world, A, who you are, and then B, what they need to do to make themselves successful. What would that look like for you?
I'm just a kid who loves Vegas. And I'm not special. And if I had to start all over, it would be easy because I would just go back and do exactly what I did before. Show off the best city in the whole world. No gimmicks, no frills. You don't need to stage Vegas. Vegas is perfect exactly the way it is. It's ugly, it's disgusting, it's pretty, it's diverse, it's messy, it's the best. And all you have to do is be honest with people and post 3 times a day, every day, and miss every awesome, fun thing, but it'll pay off.
Yeah, straight up. You're
Kanye
right.
said, lock yourself in a room doing 5 beats a day for 3 summers.
Yeah.
I tell every realtor who asks, post 3 videos a day, every day for 2 years straight. Guarantee you your account's going to be crazy huge.
You heard it there. Nothing else. With that being said, this was the latest episode of the Double Down podcast. And you guys know I always want to try to leave you on a motivated pressure point. So never forget to double down on yourself. Never forget to double down on your own dreams, your own aspirations, your own admirations. Even if nobody else in your entire family believes in you, you have to believe in you and it'll work.